Hello everybody and welcome to something a little bit different. Yes, today we are taking a look at a program called Kenshape. Now, this isn't necessarily a game, but it's still something that I'm rather interested in. It's a program whereby you draw some pixel art and you can turn it into a simple 3D model, which is a really interesting concept to me. This is just under $5, it's about £3.19, and yeah, let's have a look at it. Let's see what it's like, because on concept alone, this is something that really interests me. Again, I don't really do game design, I don't do that, but I do like, you know, drawing with vexes and pixel art and all of that, and why not? Before we start today's video, I'd just like to say, if you enjoy it, please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep up to date for all things Togglejam. I always love taking a look at things like this, and even when it's a bit unusual, I do often try to put out good videos, so why not? Here we go. Would be nice if we could zoom in. Yeah, that works a bit better. Right, so we've got a good range of colours. We could just do that. And then we've got a good range of shapes over here as well. So, yep, that works. It's very tricky to see when I'm doing it like that, though. So there we are. And then if we go into depth, it shows what they look like. It's only on one plane. So when you export as a model, it is literally just going to be, you know, that one layer. Which is, you know, it's fine, but we want a bit more depth. Now we do that by going into... Where is it? Where's the depth one? In fact, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, because then you can go onto a different layer, you can go back to drawing, and I think... Doesn't that allow you to draw over? No, it doesn't! Oh, right, okay, yeah. So you can click on certain items and bring them out into the foreground. So, for example, if we had an 8 there, we can extend those out and make them much deeper. So now if we look on the model, that's actually quite nice. That's quite nifty. I don't know why I'm impressed with this as much as I am, but I am. There we go. And we can just clear up stuff with a right click. It's very easy to use, I'll say that much. I doubt I'm going to be that good at actually making stuff in it, because as I have said before, I am not a creative man. I am not. I'm not an artiste. I am effectively a pleb when it comes to the art world. But that's fine, because I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason somewhere. Oh, that's nice. Also, you can rotate the shapes. I do like that as well. I mean, that's an expected thing, but it's nice that it's there. I don't know. I mean, in the thing, they had quite a nice... oh, that's the wrong one. Let's get the square up. They had quite a nice model of a sword, so we could try replicating that. I'm not 100% sure what I would need for it, but I don't know. Let me see. We've got this sort of yellowy orange, so we can use that as a cross guard. There we go. Can make a very, very basic pleb sword, which is fine. Now, if we rotate that there we go. Put that one there. Actually, no, I've done that wrong. That would need to go there, wouldn't it? And then, there we go. That looks slightly better. Then you can fill that in there. Fill it in there. Lovely. And then you can even get a much thinner handle compared to the rest of the thing. But the colour's wrong. Let's go for a more earthy tone. There we go. Lovely. Again, as you can tell, I'm not an artist. I can never claim to be, because I'm not that good with the whole arty thing. Ah, damn, that's annoying. So, how on earth would you get that corner to look smooth? I mean, that looks okay, I guess. I can stick with that, maybe make it a different colour. There we go. Now, if we look at the model, it's very flat at the moment. In order to get around that, we would need to do something to the thickness. So if you look at that, it's fine, but it could be better. So if we look at the depth, what we can do is we can start reducing the numbers a bit. So we can make, let me see, that bit there stick out a bit, there as well. But what I want to know now is if there's a way to sort of make it a bit thinner. I suppose... Okay, so if we were to have 8 be the widest... In fact, let's get rid of this. We'll try again, but I think one thing we need to try is a bigger canvas. So let's say no, let's go to a 32 by 32, And let's zoom out a bit. Right, so we're going to do the same basic thing. We're still going to have it be that sort of checkerboard pattern, which is good. So if we get a point starting up here. Again, definitely not an artist, you can tell that much, but I don't know, I think that looks better than the first one. There are random lines on the top. Wait a minute. Where did they come from? They're hiding underneath the bloody UI. Right. Okay. Lovely. And I think you can even add in your own colour palette by adding on that, which is very, very useful. But anyway. Oh dear. Okay, so what we can do is we can extend that section out a bit. Let's say that one's 4. There we go. Now we can hopefully join these ones together so we can have 3 in the middle. Yes. Okay. It sort of makes it into a paint by numbers, which is interesting. Definitely an interesting way to take it. There we go. Have 2 up either side. And then 1. No, that does not look good. Maybe just 2. With 1 being the more pointed one. It looks a bit better. It's not perfect. It looks a little bit better though. How thick can it get? Wow! Okay. See, I think that looks pretty okay. I would need to change the depth a bit for the handle. There we go. Oh, wait. Now it's thicker than the other bit. Wait. Damn. Damn it. There we go. That's slightly better. Still doesn't look right, though. Let's go for 2. Because that would make it a bit squarer, wouldn't it? Yeah, that looks alright, actually. I'm pretty pleased with that. The only thing I would want to do is to soften some of the corners there. But I don't know if you can do that. It's an interesting one. But you do at least get a look at how your image looks in the corner, so you know what you're generally getting. In fact, I think if we wanted to, we could even put some detail in on the hilt by going number 1 there and creating sort of a divot. And we can do the same on the corners to give it a more rounded look. Now, as it turns out, that was a terrible idea. But I think that's because I did it too much. Let's make it 3 at the corners. There we go. Does that look any better? Not really. Not really. That is a shame. Maybe if I balloon the sides out a bit. How does that look? I'd say that it looks better as a flatter image, oddly enough. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's just because, for one, I think I've made the handle too thick. So, we can get rid of you. We can add in another band of the darker one there. There we go. Okay. I mean, it works fine. It looks fine. I feel like I've got the colours on the blade the wrong way around. Like, it should be lighter there, darker there. But all in all, I'm pretty chuffed with that. I'm pretty pleased. I'm just not a fan of the shape of the handlebar. And I really, really want to sort that out. Right, let's go back into drawing. Let's get rid of those. And also, there was a random bar on the bottom. There we go. Yeah, no, that works pretty well. Let's go back to... See, I can't think of what I'd use that bit for. This bit, kind of more so. I mean, at least with that, you could have it up the side as, like, you know, a little, not a chainsaw, but what was it they had in the Incan Empire? They had, like, pieces of obsidian that they used to put onto the side of wood as a weapon. That sort of thing. That's the sort of thing I'm going for. Lovely. Right. Wait a minute. Is there one there? Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. So, actually, that looks quite nice. I quite like that. Right. The problem is still the bloody handbar, though. Let's go for... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. That would work. That would work. Wait, I did it too much. Ah, no. There we go. That's it. Lovely. There we go. I think... How does that look? Not that great, but that's because I forgot to add on the +4 to either side. There we go. Yeah, that sort of works. Again, the problem is, even though you're creating a 3D model with it, it's still going to end up looking very flat. And that's, you know, that's not a huge problem. It's just a slight problem with the amount of depth you can get out of an image. Now, technically, you could sort that out by going, seeing as it's a 32 one, you could technically make a full flat object. So, for example, I want to save that because I'm quite pleased with that. Let me just save that as something. Just call it sorting. And then we'll make a new one. There we go. This one is fortunately very easy to replicate. So, all we need to do is have... Not that at all. We need that there. Then on the other side it's 4 in, so you there. There we go. Then we can draw a line between those two. There we go. In fact, we basically just want a bit of a square. There we go. And then we want the bits of silver in the middle as a little clasp. That's near the top. And that's actually a 2. Good. Then we want the deeper red. Let's go for this one, actually. That looks fine. We want that, and we want it to go to the edge because we want it to go all the way around. That's fine. Now we can fill in with the simple red again. There we go. Lovely. So technically, now we've got a toolbox. In fact, we could even undo that because that was a mistake. We could even just put in some little silver feet on it. There we go. Good. And we could even put on a little handle if we put in the thing like that there. That there, lovely. Then we can draw the line up. There we go, going across and back down to the other side. Now the only thing is we do need to swap those corners out. There we go. Oh, wrong way round. There we go, that's better. And then we want the little sort of black rubber handle to make it grippable. There we go. And then we want to make that a little bit more 3D than the rest, so let's add that on top and on bottom. Good. Okay. Is there anything else to it? No, that's pretty much it. Right, so now for depth, we want the body to be as wide as it can be. So we want that bit to be 8. Oh no, it's done it for the whole thing. Right. We want... Okay, I'll just have to draw this in. There we go. We want the red bits to be 8. There we go. You can sort of see it coming to shape in the bottom corner, which is really nice. There we go. We want 8 there. There we go. We're making a really thick toolbox. That's basically what we're doing. And you know what? Looking in the bottom corner is looking pretty good. Then we want to have 2 for the handle. There we go. We want it to be just a little bit thicker than the rest of it, I think. Then we want... in fact, actually, no. We want 7 to be filled in for the body. There we go. Then we want 8 to be the clasp, I'm pretty sure. There we go. I think that'll look better. Then we want 7 for the line there. There we are. And then we want 5 for the feet. There we go. And I think... No, actually, let's make those 3. Bit better. Lovely. Right. Now, there's one I've missed. Where's the one I've missed? There it is. There we go. Now, if we look at the model, it's got a bit of depth to it. In fact, I'm not a fan of that. 6 and 6. I want a bit of an indentation there. There we go. Now, that's looking pretty good. It's not perfect because I did make the slight error of not taking into account that. So, if we want an indent on the side, we have to do that. And even then, that's the wrong colour. And there isn't a colour picker. So if you do that, you're kind of stuffed. There we go, that's the right colour. So we'll fill you in there, then do that. Lovely. So now if we look at the model, I think that's looking pretty good. The issue being now is that we have a clip on both sides. So that is a problem. It looks good, don't get me wrong, I really like the way that turned out, but it's got a clasp on both sides. And seeing as you can export these as models, it's a bit of a shame. It really is a bit of a shame because it means that, you know, it would be better if you could make, you know, alterations to your design on certain sides. Like, if you're making a 3D object, you could interact with the front, the side, the other side. Like, if I could get rid of that clasp, that would be pretty damn good. In fact, what I'd do instead is I'd add some little clasps on either side. But yeah, for what it is very good. Don't get me wrong, this is a really nice little tool. There are just some small annoyances here and there. I just find it very interesting. Also, what we can do is we can also... Oh, wrong colour. There we go. We can add in some shading as well. There we go. Look at that. And again, I think it works out quite nicely. I don't know why you'd want a dual shaded one, but if you could also get that sort of darker silver, which would be that, I guess. No, that doesn't work. That does. There we go. So now if we look at the model, it's got a bit more 3D-ness to it. Either that or it's just a bit darker on one side than the other. In any case, I need to do it for the handle as well. There we go. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. As a little model, you know, I think that looks pretty nice. But there we go, everybody. I'm going to end it there for today because, quite frankly, I didn't think there'd be much to talk about. And yet I've been talking over this game for like half an hour. Which, how did I do that? I don't know. I've just been drawing fucking nonsense. But there we go. Lovely. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, well, there's always a button for you as well, so don't forget about it. In any case, I've been Togglejam, this is my lovely little toolbox, and I shall see you next time.